Wink on the line and air bridge collapsing.
There's the sponsor. Oh, the sponsor. Kevin.
The Albin Garage Challengers and Autoshop two-wheel drive divisions have produced some of the closest battles of the 2023 KNC Groundworks Scottish Rally Championship season. As the crews headed into the final round, the big prize up for grabs was the two-wheel drive driver's title. Mark II pilot John Crawford still able to take the top prize with a two-wheel drive win.
Get the two-wheel drive titles, Dave. Behave yourself.
Nah, well, no, let's not.
You're not even thinking about that.
Get too excited about that kind of stuff. Yeah. Just something else to dust in it, so I'm not overly worried about that. So, as long as we have a good day's fun, that's the main thing.
With the challengers already secured, Scott Peacock and Craig Wallace were out for a lap of honour in their Mitsubishi. And there were plenty of competitors looking to end their seasons on a high.
Once we get this first stage out the road, the rest of them should be good, hopefully. So.
We haven't had the best run of luck, but if we could just get a finish today, we'd finish off the championship.
There's a bit of pressure. I just need a finish, but we'll hope so. We'll see what happens.
We've got a job this day, beat Mike, and that's about it. So yeah, we'll get round, get a finish, and beat Mike, and fingers crossed.
Do you think that'll get you the class if you do that?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, absolutely. We're just pumped, ready to go. Get back for lunch. So fine.
3 stages made up the opening loop. The weather a mix of wet and dry. And it was Crawford who would lead after 3 stages, with Ashley Will alongside. The Mark II pilot was trying to be quick without taking risks, but did survive a big moment in the second stage. Nine seconds back, Peacock and Wallace had started well, despite a couple of small issues. The brake issues that had plagued them at the hills were still there, and Scott also confessed to not listening properly. Third at this point, Paddy Munro and David O'Brien had been fastest on the first 2 stages in their Mark II Escort, but SS3 was a disaster, a stall at a hairpin, dropping them 21 seconds to Crawford and Will, and 12 to Peacock and Wallace. Determined to do well after a difficult year, things were finally clicking for David Wilson and Kerry McGilvery. Despite losing 6th gear early on, the BMW was running strongly in an early 4th. "11 seconds down on the BMW, Johnny Mackay was under strict orders to finish to wrap up the M6 title. With Rachel Matheson back in the hot seat, the Evo 7 was running well, despite Johnny's concerns over it running a bit too hot on the stages. "23 seconds further back, David Hardy and John McCulloch had also started well in their Mark II Escort, the car sounding great out on the stages. They were 27 seconds up on Jordan Anderson and Harry Stubbs. The Impreza pilot needed a good run to wrap up the Groundwater Lift Trucks Subaru Cup, but was battling with a misfire over the opening loop. Making a comeback after his big Grampian accident last year, Gordon Murray had clearly not lost his touch. With Peter Carstairs alongside, the big Escort was only 2 seconds down on the Impreza, taking an early lead in the Haddo Energy Super Seniors. Only 5 seconds further back, Mike Moats and Gary McDonald had started well. Mike, the only man who could deny Anderson the Subaru Cup title. 9th at this point was a good start for the Moats Offshore team. And rounding out the top 10, Donald Peacock and Mary Riddick had lost the wipers once again in the rain, but Donald was prepared and had given Mary a spanner. They also had a stall, but were producing one of their strongest performances of the season. We had already lost a big name, Stuart Eggleston and Brian Hodgson retiring early with a blown engine. Three more stages would round out the day. Unfortunately for Moats and McDonald, a broken driveshaft in stage 4 put the dampeners on a good run, dropping them out of the top 10. Still, they did enough for Gary to take the Cup Navigators title.
He's indicating to you, Donna, he's indicating to you.
Oh, you 7 years in the van.
Inheriting a place in the top 10, Jim Robertson and Mike Curry had struggled all day with a very sick engine. A change of plugs and fuel pump at service helped, and they were able to see the finish and take the Super Seniors title.
Oh, go on yourself, Jim. Now, folks, you've just seen that Escort go through there. That's a Super Senior driving that.
44 seconds up the road, Peacock and Riddick ended their season with one of their best runs yet, wrapping up the Class H2 title in the process. Anderson and Stubbs managed to nurse their sick Impreza to 8th, doing enough to guarantee Jordan the Subaru Cup driver's title.
Jordan, keep her in. Harry Stubbs looking after you.
Gordon Murray's comeback was a successful one, the Escort pilot grabbing 7th and a Super Seniors win. "26 seconds up the road, 6th was a good way for Hardy and McCulloch to wrap up their season.
Another one of Mark McCulloch's prepared cars.
Yep. Well, his feather's sitting in the passenger side.
Aye.
The closest battle was for 4th, Wilson and McGilvery continuing to charge and ending the day just 2 seconds down on Mackay and Matheson. The John Eason Award winner doing exactly what he needed to do to take the M6 driver's title.
Johnny's got the lights on.
After their stall, Monroe and O'Brien were flying, but the damage had been done. Third at the finish was still a good result, and their pace showed how big a factor the Mark II is going to be in 2024.
Go on, keep her straight, boy, keep her straight.
In 20 seconds up the road, Crawford and Will slipped back to second, but crucially were the top two-wheel drive crew. And that was enough for John to wrap up the 2023 two-wheel drive drivers' title.
Go on yourself, John.
Peacock and Wallace had turned their 9-second deficit into a 16-second advantage by the finish, ending their Challengers title-winning season with another win and the nice bonus of grabbing 10th overall.
The brakes have been playing up a wee bit, so we're a wee bit cautious in the faster stuff, but it's been fine. It's been fine, it's been a good year. Craig's done very well all year, no mistakes. Wish I could say the same, but it'll be fine. We'll gloss over that.
It's been good, it's been a good year. He started off, he's developed as the year's gone on, got quicker and quicker. Today, same again today. Steady start this morning, a big push this afternoon after changing tyres, and managed to claw back the time we needed in the last one. So no, it's been really good.